the unexplainable revelation message in the world. First Peter chapter 2 verses 20 to 24. But how is it to your credit if you receive a beating for doing wrong and endure it? But if you suffer for doing good and you endure it, this is commendable before God. To this you were called, because Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example, that you should follow in his steps. He committed no sin, and no deceit was found in his mouth. When they hurled their insults at him, he did not retaliate. When he suffered, he made no threats. Instead, he entrusted himself to him who judges justly. He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, so that we might die to sins and live for righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. You were like lost sheep, lost in the darkness of ignorance and darkness, called sin. Here we see the endurance of suffering for good deeds, and the endurance of sinning and being beaten. The meaning is, if we endure when we encounter something bad before the revelation of the cross, there is nothing to boast about. If we receive the revelation of the mystery of the cross, and then spread the message far and wide, and suffer for it, it is also like 9 times out of 10 that life is not good, and it is pleasing to God to be able to live out love for something and to be patient in doing good. You should know the suffering that comes with doing good, not only from the people and things around you, but also from the people of the church. See Revelation chapter 2 verses 8 to 9. To the angel of the church in Smyrna write, These are the words of him who is the first and the last, who died and came to life again. I know your afflictions and your poverty, yet you are rich. I know the slander of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Jesus Christ suffered the same way, and he suffered for good, leaving us an example to follow in his footsteps. If we follow the example of goodness, righteousness, and honesty, we will be able to fulfill 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 24. We might die to sins and live for righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. To live for righteousness means to be worthy to do the will of God, to be worthy to do the will of God in the world. The word healed means that the lost sheep are in a realm of ignorance, and the palace of the heart is the seat of Satan and the false prophets. Then the palace is like a prison where the soul is controlled. See Revelation chapter 2 verse 13. I know where you live, where Satan has his throne. Yet you remain true to my name. You did not renounce your faith in me, even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was put to death in your city, where Satan lives. The light of revelation shines to the ends of the earth.